Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns. On the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
You can't get past me.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for England. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Safe.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Shreds the tackle. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
37-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, 11. Protein spill.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Monday. John Wright. Hey, switch gear. Hey, check safety.
Back to throw, Love. He's got Lockett. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Check out. 180. 12. He's coming, double up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Check 52.
They'll try with McKinnon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jarek McKinnon. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Showing it. On the 50. Back north.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
358. 59. Hey, 626. Watch the slant. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I got you, son. I got you, son. Get 300. Get 300. 59, Mike. 59, Mike. Check. 59. Gotta do better. Come on. Hey, Zoo. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Easy.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Reggie. Hurry! Sponge.
Here's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
26.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I smell fear. Live. Kill.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Joker. 12. 12.
Here's Locke. He finds an opening past the 40. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Agba able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Another try after the first down sack. Luck flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11B. John Wright. Check 13. Hey, quick.
A shotgun snap for Love. He is going to find Hill here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on first down. McKinnon. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On first down, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, keep it
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Out of the gun, block. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun. Rodgers under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Go ahead.
From the 50, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
First down, Houston.
Monday. 11.
On 1st down, Love. He finds McKinnon, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
52. 12. Reggie. On. Check out. Go ahead. Kill.
From the red zone now, Locke to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check three.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Barkley. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Saquon Barkley running right. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions were able to draw a bit closer. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Throwing now, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Slam, slam, slam. 49.
Throwing his line.
Under 10.
It's caught. Lockett. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
Luck now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd